Strong, historical, women's fiction ends as a breathtaking thriller. First, I got this advance review copy in a somewhat unusual manner, via winning Bryce's contest in the annual Great Big Giveaway Day 2025 hosted by the Facebook group Readers Coffee House, which I've been a member of for quite some time and actively assist the founders Stina Holmes, Laura Drake, Kathy Lamb, Barbara Claypole White, Kimberly Bell, and Catherine Ryan Hyde, with every year via tracking all the books and winners in all the contests along with my partner in that effort, Anne-Marie McKeon-Grushkowski. This is something that I have a lot of fun with every year and find a lot of new books at every year, and I encourage all readers and authors to give it a look. On the version of this review on my blog, bookanon.com, and my Substack, I'll link the document of all the participating authors and books from the 2025 contest here. So I've actually had this copy since September 2025, and yet because of just how many arcs I read, I only managed to get to it the day before release. Yikes. Now, onto the book itself. Y'all, it is really good. Through most of the story, it is a women's fiction set in 1935 in the heart of the Great Depression and only shortly after Prohibition ended in the United States, and it features characters that are in situations all too universally felt, allowing far too many people to relate to at least one of its central characters all too well. Starting in both Chicago and Jamaica, this is indeed a tale with multiple character perspectives, though these are primarily just our three central characters as they begin to be set on paths that will have them meet up and then change each other's lives forever. For those who are generally hostile towards multi-perspective dramas, this one probably won't change your mind. Give it a shot, if you're willing, but while this tale is done well in this style, I'm not sure that it will move the needle for those particular readers. For everyone else though, and specifically for those who do enjoy the multi-perspective style of storytelling, this is one tale where it is used truly effectively throughout the entire tale, including showing the same scene through different perspectives at least a couple of different times, one of which in particular was done in a manner reminiscent of the best of the Now You See Me movie sequences. For those looking for more of a hurricane survival story, that comes in more at the tail end here, within the last 20% of the tale, and indeed closing out the tale before the epilogue a year later. So while it isn't a primary focus of the book, it is foreshadowed well in a couple of places, in hindsight, and when it hits and is done on par with some of the best sequences I've ever read, particularly for women's fiction, historical tales to the point of the hurricane. Now, one thing that will absolutely turn off at least some readers, to the point of defenestration likely or perhaps even imminent, is that this particular tale is very pro-union, the workers' collective type, to be clear. So just know that up front, and if that is something that you just can't handle, even in a fictional tale, maybe skip this one. You're only doing yourself a disservice there because this really is a great tale well told even with this focus, but at least if you truly have such strong opinions about that particular facet and skip it because I told you about this, maybe I can spare Bryce a scathing 1-star review because of your own hangups. Slightly smiling face. Overall truly a powerful tale solidly told, one that may well stick with some readers long after they've finished reading the words on these pages. Very much recommended.